often snow in the warm countries of the world?
No.
It doesn't often
It
snow.
doesn't often snow.
Not snow.
Snow
In the warm
in
countries.
the warm countries
Countries of the world.
of the world.
But
But
it seldom snows.
doesn't snow
In the warm
in
countries
the warm countries
of the world.
of the world.
Is it very often cold in Africa? Is it very often cold in Africa? No. It isn't very often cold
Cold
in Africa.
in Africa.
But it's very seldom cold in Africa. Do you often go to the theatre? Do you often go to the theatre? Yes, I often go.
I often go
To the theatre.
to the theater.
The theatre.
Yes.
Does the sun often shine in the north of Europe in winter? Does the sun often shine in the north of Europe in winter? No.
No.
The sun doesn't
The sun doesn't
often shine
often shine
in the north of Europe
in the
North of
north of Europe,
in winter. Not Europe.
Europe
In winter.
in winter.
But
But
it seldom shines.
it seldom shines.
Do you understand two people when they speak very quickly in English? Do you understand two people when they speak very quickly in English?
Oh, no.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
Two people
The people
when they speak,
when I speak,
not when they speak,
when they speak,
very quickly
they could be
in English.
in English.
Do you understand everything I say during the lesson? Do you understand everything I say during the lesson?
No.
I don't
I
understand
don't understand
everything you say.
everything you
No,
say.
everything
Everything
you say
you say
during the lesson.
during the lesson.
But
But
I understand
I understand
nearly everything.
everything
No, everything
you
you say
say
during the lesson.
during the lesson.
The lesson.
That lesson.
Good. If the first time you don't understand the question the teacher asks you, what must you do? If the first time you don't understand the question the teacher asks you, what must you do? If the first time
It's the first time
I don't understand
I don't understand
a question
a question
the teacher asks me,
that teacher asks me.
I must
I must
ask him
ask him
to repeat it.
to repeat it.
And what exactly do you say to him? What exactly do you say to him? I say,
I say,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I don't
I
understand.
understand.
No, don't
I don't
understand.
understand.
Will you repeat, please?
You
Repeat, please.
Repeat, please.
No, please.
Please.
Good. What's the past tense of the verb to do? What's the past tense of the verb to do? The past tense
The past tense
of the verb to do.
of the past
Not the verb. To do is
is
did.
did.
So how do we form the past tense of regular verbs? How do we form the past tense of regular verbs? Sorry. How do we form the past tense of regular verbs? How do we form the past tense of regular verbs? We form the past tense
The past tense
of regular verbs.
of irregular
Not
verbs.
irregular. Regular verbs.
Regular verbs
By putting
by putting
the letters
the letters
ed at the end.
at the end.
So give me some examples, please. Give me some examples, please. For example,
For example,
walk,
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 live,
live,
lived, and talk.
talk.
So, did you live at home with your parents when you were a very small child? Did you live at home with your parents when you were a very small child?
Yes.
I lived at home. I lived at home with my parents.
With my parents.
No, parents.
When
I was
I was
a very small
a
child.
very small child.
Did you move any parts of your body during the last lesson? Did you move any parts of your body during the last lesson? Yes.
Yes.
I moved some parts of my body. Parts of my body during the last lesson. What did you use to answer the last question with? What did you use to answer the last question with? I used my tongue to answer the last question with.
The last question with.
Did you walk to school yesterday? Yes.
Yes.
I walked to school. Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Did you work last month? Yes.
Yes.
I worked
I worked
last month.
last month.
Did you watch television last week? Yes. I watched television last week. How long did last season last? Last season.
The last season.
Not the last.
Last season
Lasted
lasted
about 3
3
months.
months.
Not months.
3 months.
Good. Can you see any trees from where you're sitting? No, I can't see.
I can't see
Any trees
any tree
from where
from where
I'm sitting.
I'm sitting.
Do you live on a farm? No.
No.
I don't live.
I don't read.
Not live. Live.
Live.
On a farm.
On a farm.
But
But
I live
I live
in the city.
in the city.
Is there peace between all the countries of the world at the moment? Is there peace between all the countries of the world at the moment? No.
No.
There isn't peace.
There's no peace.
No, there's not. There isn't.
There
Isn't peace
peace
between
between
all the countries,
all the countries
all the countries of the world
of the world
at the moment.
at the moment.
Can we measure exactly the quantity of water in the sea? Can we measure exactly the quantity of water in the sea? No.
No.
We can't
We
measure
can't measure
exactly
exactly
the quantity of water. Not the
the
quantity.
quantity
Not quantity
quantity
of water
of water
in the sea.
in the sea.
Not sea.
Sea.
Not sea.
Sea.
Is it necessary to study a lot if we want to learn a subject well? Is it necessary to study a lot if we want to learn a subject well?